Hello everybody, my name is John. Welcome to Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed, and I am extremely excited about a series I've started. Traveling the United States, one coffee at a time. What I am doing is I am sampling one coffee from all 50 states. How's that? I'm making the coffee the exact same way. If it comes like this one did, in a whole bean, then I am grinding it in my crosscut grinder. I am using my French press, 12 ounces of water, 4 tablespoons of coffee, letting it seep for 3 minutes. So, I bought a puzzle for you. I put it together, and I'm going to put a push pin in the puzzle as I drink the coffees from each state. Your state, we're going to talk about the state. And I'm going to ask you to leave in the comments anything I might have missed about the state. What's great about the state? I just want positive things coming from these states. Today we are going to do Mello mushroom. Here's the package they sent. Mello mushroom signature blend. It is the address is 136 Daniel Webster Highway, Meredith, New Hampshire. We're going to represent New Hampshire tonight. Well, I want you to look at these beans. This is dark, isn't it? Very dark. Here's the grind. Ooh, man, I'm telling you, these fresh roasted coffees sent straight from the roaster to the house is just unmatchable. Oh my gosh. The chocolate on this is so strong. It's obviously some type of a signature roast. It's darkly roasted. Chocolate and just a sweetness and an earthiness in a positive way. Like taking a stroll through the woods, eating a chocolate bar. And when I cut it, right, when I ground it, man, it's released a lot of delicious flavors. Now it's just the traditional coffee smell. What I mean by that, if you go in a coffee shop, they've been brewing coffee all day, but it's just a lot stronger, it's just a lot richer, it's just a lot deeper than that. Oh, all these coffees, they're centimeter best stuff. They've got to be. It's just delicious. Look how dark that is. Oh man, full of flavor. Let's talk about it though. This place has outdoor seating, of course, indoor seating, dining in, right? Takeout. It has great coffee, tea, and dessert selection. I checked all this out. I went to their website and I checked out the desserts. I checked out the teas. I checked out the coffees. I checked out the reviews. I checked out everything before I did these reviews to make sure that this place was top notch. It's a small independent-owned coffee house selling lattes, chai lattes, bubble tea, cold brew, and nitro. That's the teas. Made to order breakfast sandwiches, homemade English muffins, locally smoked bacon, and lunches, light lunches. I looked at them all and they look good. So I'm excited to try their coffee. I really am. Mello Moose, a cool name, Mello Moose. How cool is that? Well, the answer is it's real cool. They did good with the name. Let's talk about the state a little bit. I'm going to taste this and then we'll talk about it as oh my goodness. All those flavors right in this beautiful. Oh, yeah. Capital of New Hampshire is what? Well, it appears to be Concord. The state flower is the purple violet. The state bird is the purple finch. They like purple in New Hampshire. The state nickname, Granite State. That is because they have a lot of granite deposits. It's beautiful, some of these canyons and place they have with the granite walls. State motto, live free or die. The state animal is the white-tailed deer. I like that. Kanakamagus, is that right? Highway goes through one of the most scenic routes in the United States, apparently. Goes through White Mountain National Park. These things to do if you go to New Hampshire. Flame Gorge, 800-foot long gorge with the granite sides. Santa's Village Water Park. Got rides and it's a water park. Diana's Baths. Diana's Bath. It's a series of waterfalls. It's really cool. Let me see here. Oh, Clark's Bears. They got a lot of things going on there. One of the things is they have these trained bears, black bears. Storyland, rides and shows for kids. White Mountain National Park. You know what their state fruit is? The pumpkin. State cat is the bobcat. State fish is the brook trout. Oh, it sounds like a beautiful state of New England. What do you think? That's the information I have on it. Of course, the viewer's going to add to it. Let's talk about the coffee. Well, I was talking and sipping. I'm acclimating myself. Another one where you don't need any cream. When you get these quality coffees, these freshly brewed coffee, and you do it right. Now, when you do the water, if you boil it, that's fine. Then just let it sit for about 3 minutes. Take it off boil so you don't burn the thing. I'm doing this perfectly for you all. I want to get the most out of this coffee. And then I take the water. I told you the ratio I use to water to beans. And let's talk about the acid. Just enough to make it interesting. Okay? Not unbelievably acidic, but enough to water your mouth a little bit, give you anticipation for every sip. As far as the bitterness, you don't want it overwhelmingly bitter. Why would you? But you want enough in there to know you're drinking a nice cup of coffee. And that's what this has. Okay? Got the juicy mouthfeel. I can't wait for every sip. And then I got the slight bitterness on the back. And what's going on in the middle? What's besides that? What's going on is a traditional coffee taste on steroids, right? We all know what coffee tastes like. This is nothing like a stale can of coffee from the grocery store, nothing. Just all the flavors are magnified. Again, I guess because of the dark roast, it's very chocolatey. And you know what it reminds me of? I said woodsy before, and I said sweet. And there's a certain sweetness to it. It actually reminds me of a really nice smelling pipe tobacco in the background of this. That's interesting. Now, I want to put a little heavy cream just because I always put heavy cream in my reviews. That's the review without anything in it. So New Hampshire is well represented by this coffee house. Now, if you all have a favorite coffee and you want to send it to me, by all means, go ahead. But it won't go on this. This is only going to be one per state. But I'll review it, of course. Here it is, a little bit of cream. And you know what I always say, it adds a little vanilla smell. It's going to enrich the mouthfeel. It adds a little sweetness. I like cream. A lot of times it brings out flavors, the fat and the cream. In this case, the coffee's so not strong in the bad, like too strong, but so flavorful that the cream did not mute it. It just added to it. Now you've got all those delicious flavors of the coffee with the delicious cream. And look at the mouth, it's perfect. Well, I want to say that I really do like this Mello mushroom. And I'll tell you, if you're used to my reviews, and I have the world famous sipping den, I'm in a different spot right now because I didn't want the whiskey bottles and everything behind me because this isn't, I do everything as anything to do with alcohol and coffee on this channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little special spot down there in the sipping den for coffees. And you know what the background's going to be? All the bags from the coffees I use. I'm going to make that the wall, all the coffee bags. I think that's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. So thank you for being here. Make sure you check out this series I'm going to have. This might take a year. If I do one of 52 weeks in a year, I do one a week. That's almost a year. But man, you are going to have something to look forward to every Sunday. Hopefully a quality coffee from your favorite state. You're going to learn a little bit about these states. You're going to read the comments, which I'm really hoping everybody puts some good comments in here. And I'll see everybody in the next one. I'm excited. I'm going to be excited all the way to the end of this series. All the way to the end.